Hey everybody, welcome back to hocus-pocus.com. My name is David and this is the Magic Review. Hey, today we're going to look at Bliss from Noel Qualter. All right, Bliss, what is this? This is a powerful, impossible effect. You can take a bill, you can borrow any bill. Doesn't matter, I know you're already gonna ask me, like, does it work with different countries? Yes, it works with different countries. It works with paper bills, it works with the plastic bills, it's fine. You borrow a bill from someone, they sign their name on it so there can be no duplicates. You then roll the bill up in a tight little ball thing, smash it in your hand, wave your hands like this, and pow, it disappears. It's gone. Bill's gone. Then you reach back, pull that Sharpie marker back out that they used to sign the bill with. You snap the Sharpie marker open and their signed bill is inside the Sharpie marker. And they could even pull the bill out themselves. And it's easy, hardly has any slides to it at all. Let's get into this review. I don't know how a magic trick can tick off so many boxes. It's just something amazing, right? It's something impossible that just can't happen. Borrowed items, right? Wow, borrowed items. And they can even pull the bill from the Sharpie themselves. Signed object. Wow. I mean, Bliss checks off all the boxes. Let's say you order this, you're so excited, you pay your money, it comes to you in the mail, what are you gonna get? Little tiny cardboard, magnetic box. Can't really show you the contents because then that would give away what the object is. I can't really tell you what it is because it is what it is. Okay, so Bliss is a thing. It's a thing. It's a classic of magic, but just done in a brand new way. Noel has come up with some really creative ideas for this utility. So you're gonna get the utility. Okay, you're gonna get everything you need, and you're also gonna get the download code. Download code will give you access to about 33 minutes worth of instruction. Is it what I thought? Man, there's so many elements to the effect. It's hard to say whether I could have guessed it by watching it. I mean, sure, there was some elements to it that I kind of figured it had to be, but the bulk of this is just Noel's creative idea that just, yeah, it's awesome. How are the angles on this? Okay, so I've seen a lot of different people talk about this. I've listened to some magicians who've owned this and who are performing this right now. And there are kind of like, let's say, clothing restrictions. There's clothing restrictions. It's probably best angle-wise if you had some sort of outer covering. I would also say there's probably ambient noise restrictions. Like you need to be someplace where there's kind of like some noise. And we'll talk about that a little bit later. Can it be inspected? There's nothing to inspect. I mean, if they want to inspect the Sharpie marker, they can, but they're not going to find anything but a Sharpie marker. And they can inspect their bill all day long. They won't find anything either. All right, so how's the video? You watch the video, what are you going to find? It's got a white background. Noel's going to teach you everything you need in that 33 minutes. It's done. It's filmed really well. It's got good production value. It's got good microphones, good transition shots. The camera moves where you want it to. He's going to talk about what you get in the box, obviously. He'll talk about using the device and how best to wear it on your person. He'll talk about loading. He'll talk about vanishing. And he'll spend some time talking about how to make it look like you're not doing what you're doing. How to take some heat off of that. He's gonna show you everything you need. Like he's gonna show you from behind. He'll show you how to do it. Like the camera will be behind him. He'll show you some behind shots as well as in the front. He'll go over some live performances for you, which is great. I think that's some of the best footage on it. So you can kind of just see how it all goes together. And then later he's joined by Matthew Wright and Gareth, two other magicians, to go over some tips and some even more cooler ideas. All right, so is the gimmick well made? It is incredibly well made. It is injection molded, built to last you a good long time. It is big though. It is big and it is bulky, which is one of the reasons why for the clothing restrictions. The device itself, I'll just tell you, will extend above and below your belt. Okay, it'll extend above and below your belt line. So that's how big it is. And it's gonna feel like maybe a tiny flashlight. So I would recommend a sport coat. I would recommend a sport coat or an open shirt or a hoodie. And Noel will go over those outfits as well. Like he'll show you different clothing options and how it would work from there, so that's good. So he'll walk through all of those, and he'll even go over some options if anything should break. He'll teach you how to repair or replace some things. As far as how much practice this is going to require, it is pretty easy. Skill level wise, it's very easy. There's really no slights to this because the gimmick does all the work, but I will say it's one of those things that the practice is in you becoming comfortable with the object, because you don't own an object like this. You may have used objects similar, but not like this, okay? So it's gonna be you getting to know it, you getting comfortable with it. I've seen some people criticize it quickly, too fast, and they've said, oh, I don't like it, because I think they tried it a couple times and then just gave up. It's not one of those types of things. There's gonna be some growing pains a little bit with all of it. And I think it's going to become more natural, all right? Trust me, I've seen professional magicians in the industry who work restaurants or table hopping or walk around who do this and love it. And they don't have any complaints from it, and they will tell you it is a real worker, but you're gonna have to put the time in, okay? You are. The only other complaint I've heard from some people about the difficulty to use is the noise it makes. There is a noise that makes because what's happening is there's a plastic on plastic occurrence that happens, okay? So the sound of plastic on plastic happens during your performance. However, most of us will probably try this out the first couple times without the clothing restriction. I would say don't pass judgment until you actually put on a jacket or a hoodie or an open shirt, because number one, your clothing is gonna muffle some of that noise automatically, okay? And it's gonna help slow things down. Okay, so don't worry there. Secondly, a lot of us do magic in outdoors or in a bar or a restaurant or a walk around corporate setting. All the people talking, drinks clinking together, it's gonna muffle it. If you're still worried, you could always talk over it when it happens, because you're gonna know when it happens. So you could be saying something and your own voice could muffle the noise. So don't worry about that either. The only reason I'm telling you is just so that you're aware, just so that there's upfront honesty when you go to purchase. So going back to price, like I said, it's $150, but I think it's worth it. When you see this device and you see what it can do, how well it's been made, how much love Noel has put into this, and the prototypes that he's done before this, leading up to it, just to make sure you get a quality product, you'll be fine with spending the money. I guarantee you the reactions you'll get from this is easily your closer. It's one of those types of tricks, you'll love it. Positives, all right, so what are the good things I can say about this? Man, you've heard the card to impossible location. This is dollar bill to impossible location, and there's nothing better. This is a real worker. This is sure to become a staple in your routines. All right, so that's pretty much everything I can say about Bliss from Noel Qualter. Of course, I want to thank hocus-pocus.com for allowing me to have this so that I can do the review for you. And while you're here at Hocus Pocus, we want you to shop around, add some things to cart, check out some other tricks, ask us any questions you'd like. We want to be your #1 magic supplier on the internet. Thanks. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.